Charles Robert Redford Jr., born on August 18, 1936 in Santa Monica, California, lived a life that blended creativity, determination, and deep care for both his artistry and the world around him. On September 16, 2025, the world mourned the loss of the beloved actor, director, and producer whose name became a symbol of elegance in film and integrity in environmental activism. His career stretched over decades and earned him respect not only as a performer, but also as a visionary who valued storytelling, nature, and cultivating spaces where creativity could flourish. Over the years, he was honored with some of the most prestigious awards in the film industry and beyond. He received an Academy Award, a BAFTA, 2 Golden Globes, and the Cecil B. DeMille Award. He was also the recipient of Lifetime Achievement Honors, including the Screen Actors Guild Award in 1996 and an Academy Honorary Award in 2002. In 2016, he was granted the Presidential Medal of Freedom, while the French awarded him the César in 2019. Time magazine recognized him as one of the 100 most influential people in the world in 2014. These honors were more than symbols of fame. They reflected the enduring impact of a man who used his craft to inspire and encourage generations of artists. He was the son of Martha Woodruff Redford, who came from Texas, and Charles Robert Redford Sr., an accountant. His ancestry traced back to Ireland, Scotland, and England, and his family carried with them stories of resilience and migration that shaped his understanding of identity and purpose. He grew up in Van Nuys, California, where his father worked tirelessly to provide. Childhood trips to Austin, Texas, to visit his grandfather gave him a lifelong love for the outdoors, planting seeds of environmental passion that would later define his activism. At the age of 11, Robert faced polio, but the illness did not break his spirit. He admitted to being a poor student at Van Nuys High School, though he found joy in art and athletics. He played tennis and even once warmed up matches with the legendary Pancho Gonzalez. His creativity also began to bloom in these years, setting him on a path toward artistic pursuits. After graduating in 1954, he attended the University of Colorado at Boulder, but soon lost his scholarship due to struggles with drinking. Rather than being defeated by this setback, he turned the experience into an opportunity to grow. He traveled extensively across Europe, spending time in France, Spain, and Italy, absorbing culture and sharpening his appreciation for art. Eventually, he studied painting at Pratt Institute in Brooklyn and later pursued drama at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City. These formative experiences laid the foundation for the remarkable career that followed. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated at around $200 million, yet his true wealth was measured in the inspiration he left behind for countless artists, storytellers, and dreamers. Redford's personal life reflected both moments of joy and times of sorrow. In 1958, he married Lola Van Wagenen in Las Vegas, followed by second ceremony at her grandmother's home. Together they had 4 children, Scott, Shauna, David, and Amy. Their first child, Scott, tragically died just 2 months after birth, a loss that remained etched in Redford's heart. Shauna went on to become a painter and married journalist Eric Schlosser. David pursued writing and producing but passed away in 2020. Amy followed her father into the arts, building a career as an actress, director, and producer. Through his family, Redford experienced the deep satisfaction of seeing his children grow, but he also endured the pain of losing 2 of them far too soon. He was also a proud grandfather to 7 grandchildren. Though his marriage to Lola ended, they shared years of memories and family life. Later, he found lasting love with German-born artist Sibylle Sagers, whom he married in 2009 in Hamburg, Germany. Their relationship, rooted in mutual love for art and the environment, brought him peace and companionship in his later years. One of the most defining aspects of Redford's life was his connection to nature and the places he called home. In 1961, following the success of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, he bought a modest cabin in Tim Haven, Utah. What began as a retreat became something far more significant. He eventually purchased the town, renamed it Sundance, and transformed it into a haven for artists and environmentalists. Sundance became both a sanctuary for him personally and a gift to the wider world, a place where storytelling and nature existed in harmony. His real estate holdings span from Aspen to Malibu, from California's wine country to Santa Fe. Each property reflected his success and his desire to stay grounded in beauty and creativity. Among his most cherished was the Horse Whisperer Ranch, a 30-acre retreat named after one of his iconic films, which became a personal sanctuary. His career began in New York City on the Broadway stage, where he appeared in productions such as Tall Story, The Highest Tree, and Sunday in New York. His breakthrough came in Neil Simon's Barefoot in the Park, where his performance as a newlywed alongside Elizabeth Ashley showcased his charm and skill. Early television appearances in shows like Perry Mason, The Twilight Zone, and Alfred Hitchcock Presents further demonstrated his range and versatility. He made his film debut in 1960 with Tall Story, then gained attention in War Hunt, 1962, and Situation Hopeless, but not serious with Alec Guinness. By 1965, his performance in Inside Daisy Clover with Natalie Wood earned him a Golden Globe and confirmed his rising stardom. He followed with roles in this property as Condemned and The Chase, proving himself a formidable talent. His career-defining moment came in 1969 when he starred opposite Paul Newman in Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid. The film became a cultural phenomenon, and Redford's portrayal of the Sundance Kid cemented his place in cinematic history. He reunited with Newman in The Sting, 1973, a massive success that earned him an Academy Award nomination. Throughout the 1970s, he starred in classics such as The Way We Were with Barbra Streisand and All the President's Men, 1976, solidifying his reputation as more than just a handsome actor. He was an artist with depth and social awareness. In 1980, he shifted to directing, and his debut film Ordinary People won the Academy Award for Best Director. He went on to direct and star in celebrated works such as Out of Africa, 1985, and A River Runs Through It, 1992, expanding his legacy as both actor and filmmaker. Beyond his own work, he nurtured future generations of filmmakers through the Sundance Institute and the Sundance Film Festival, creating a platform for independent voices that might otherwise have been overlooked. Redford passed away peacefully in his sleep at his home in Sundance at the age of 89 on September 16, 2025. He left behind 2 of his children, 7 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. Tributes poured in from across the entertainment world. His Out of Africa co-star Meryl Streep wrote, "One of the lions has passed. Rest in peace, my lovely friend." Other tributes came from Ron Howard, Marlee Matlin, Coleman Domingo, and Stephen King. Variety praised him as the godfather of independent film and a star of unmatched brilliance, while The Guardian described him as a giant of American cinema and one of the defining actors of the 1970s, able to move seamlessly between the new wave of Hollywood and mainstream productions. His influence, both in film and in shaping independent cinema, ensured that his legacy would endure long after his passing.